Chilean garlic prawns, king prawns in the woods. Right guys, so while we're waiting for my second batch of lovely king prawns, just add a bit of garlic. Let's talk about the fire pit from Fennek while choking on acrid smoke. Bit of chilli for garnish. Right guys, so carrying the fire pit in its flat pack state. Chili flakes on the fire, it's not a good idea. Let's do it over here. Sound like Michael Jackson. Right guys, sincere apologies for that little outburst, but it's probably not advisable to put chili flakes on an open fire unless you want to choke to death. Also, I have just spilt prawn water all over the case for my fire grate, so that's going to smell absolutely delightful. I will have to remember to wash that one again. Right guys, so let's chat a little bit about the Fennek fire pit. So, portability of the fire pit. Carrying that in its flat pack state, about 2 mile, that was no fun at all. That piece of gear is definitely not intended to be a piece of hiking paraphernalia. That is best left in your car or at home until you come to use it. Ease of assembly of the fire pit, as you've seen there, even outdoors. I managed to put that together in probably less than 1 minute. So very simple to put together, no fuss at all. Ease of use on the fire pit, I had absolutely no trouble getting the fire going or keeping it lit in that fire pit. As you can see there, we just put a little bed of chunky logs down first, and then we just built the fire as we normally would, igniting that fat wood dust in the kindling and then the bigger pieces as we went. So the air holes around and underneath that fire pit are sufficient, and it did well to keep that fire ignited. Build construction and overall quality of the fire pit, you've seen for yourselves in the last video guys. This fire pit is constructed from 1.5mm thick brushed stainless steel, so I honestly cannot see any issues with that warping in the future, and again, that is a piece of gear that will probably outlast you. Will I be using the fire pit again in the future at a wild camp? Not at all, not in this lifetime. Again, that is best left at home or in the car until you come to use it. Definitely not suitable for hauling about for a solo camp. Unless, that is, you really did want to take it, and again, there was a few of yous, and you could break that stove up and each carry a couple of pieces. That would disperse the weight. But again, traditional campfires weigh absolutely nothing, and as long as you follow the strict guidelines of clearing back to bare earth and just making sure there's no leaf shrapnel knocking about that can be ignited, then it's safe to go ahead with a normal fire. Where do I see this fire pit fitting in? Again, probably your back garden if you're having friends over just to have drinks and a chat over a nice looking fire pit. Or maybe if you do frequent music festivals on a regular occasion, that would be money well spent for that. I will be taking that to the Bushcraft show this year, but again, for overlanding rigs and van life enthusiasts, that would be a good option for them. Overall, I think it's a very nice, well thought out engineered fire pit. The way the fire burns down, everything just ends up down at the bottom, so very little chance of any dangerous size embers escaping and causing potential fires. And from what I can see here, everything's just burning down to ash, which is nice. And that's a look at the flat pack fire pit from Fennek guys. So again, just to reiterate, absolutely bomb proof, heavy duty piece of kit that, but just too heavy to be useful in your typical bushcraft camp scenario. So I have actually just found a bonus feature for the fire pit guys, and when the fire is burnt down, if you very carefully tip that fire pit on its side, you will create a parabolic antenna. And with that being a metallic material, the remaining coals inside will emanate a lot of heat in your direction. I've just tried it there and you could feel that heat at least 7 feet away, so that could be very useful. And that wraps this video up guys, so I do hope you've enjoyed today's content. If you did, please leave me a like on the video and I will see you in the comment section. But until the next one, you stay safe, and as always, stay crafty. See you again guys, bye bye.